Yo, what it do? We're back for another video already. I already filmed a whole head gasket video, and then after rewatching it, I didn't think about the fan being on. I was like, man, it's really loud. So, essentially, this is how that video went. But we're back today, working on the AMC again one more time. We are not doing the gas tank right now. We are going to be installing some electric fans onto this car. Only because, just because it's cool. Now, the fan that we have on there, we don't have fan shroud or nothing, so we want a better cooling. And I had a couple old race fans laying around, so we're going to be installing that into here. So with that being said, the things we are installing, we are going to be installing this little temp kit. It's like a switch interrupter. Yeah, can y'all read that word? Commutator. All right, so my education is not that good, but we will be installing that. We're gonna wire that up. It should be pretty basic. You just stick the little needle in the radiator. I don't like that part. And then it's got a relay, and then some wires to run out of it. I don't even know if that's gonna be enough gauge though to even. What is that? We'll get into details here in a second. But the fans that we are installing is gonna be an old set of twin spalls. These are actually off of my S10 from years ago. Got these in, like, I think high school or something. Either way, we're putting these on to the car. I'm gonna wire them up, test out the fans first, make sure that both of them are working. So I'm gonna go grab my Power Pro for that. And yeah, then we're gonna be gravy, son. All right, first things first, we're gonna get rid of this fan right here. So let's do that. And there we go. Fan is off. Put in some bolts, had to add some washers to it because the pulley was rubbing. So got that spaced off. We put in our little, it's called a snap switch. Now we gotta take a look at this wiring diagram that they give you and see what all is needed. From what it says here, our blue wire is gonna go to one fan motor. Our orange wire is gonna go to the other fan motor. And then that's the snap switch. Brown is gonna go to the snap switch. And then the other end of the snap shit, needs to go to an ignition switch. So we'll probably put that on the coil just to try it until we can find a better key on source. Let's see, what else do we got? Red goes to power, so we'll put that on the battery. And black's gonna go to ground. So old trick with relays, you can just use the black wire and use your mounting bolt as your ground. That's how I've been doing it for years. Let's see, what else do we got in here? So this is the blue wire that's gonna go to one fan. This is that orange wire that's gonna go to the other one. I don't understand why they added nice fuse for orange, but didn't add one for the blue. So we're gonna have to do something with that. Red wires is gonna come right over here to the battery. Probably go just onto the post or whatever. And then this brown wire is gonna come over here onto this guy, like so. Just like that. And then we're gonna have to get another one put here and then take that guy up and down, over and around, follow up with the coil wire here, and then go to that one. Not too bad, man. It's kind of a simple process that we're gonna do here, so I'm glad it's not overly complicated. It's gonna make our life easier. And then we'll set the fan back in here. We'll then test it out, make sure both fans come on. Okay, so got a little carried away with doing everything without filming it, but I'm not completely done. I still gotta, you know, make the wires a lot more neater and everything here. But we hooked up both fans to the main power, so over to the orange here and over to the blue, and then hooked main red wire to here. We did a ghetto light for right now, just so, because I'm waiting to get eyelets. And then the power that we were going to draw off the coil, I just left it out and ran it also on power. That way I could just shoot the power probe right to the piece to have it turn on. And when I did so, I learnt an interesting fact here. It's only a 25 amp fuse. These fans are 80 amp draw at full tilt. Just turning on these things, one fan alone is pushing about 20 amps. One. This was 2 on the system. I was like, oh crap, yeah, 25 was not enough. And obviously, I don't know how well you can see that. It was not. It popped it immediately. But the fans turned on. And then it popped the fuse. So we need an 80 amp fuse, should keep us within good range. Another thing too, because some of these wires were a little too on the thin side. You think about it as a relay? Yeah, it's good enough for it. Yeah, okay. On the fan side for the wiring, only gauge wire I had was about a 18 gauge wire, and I would really prefer to use about 14 to 10, 12 to 10 on these fans. So I just did 2 of the 18s, loomed them together, and used both wires as a single wire. That's another way to get away with it if you don't have big enough wire. So that way it acts as if it's a bigger gauge wire to help carry the load better. But other than that, we're money for right now. Yeah, all we got to do is get some different fuses, and fans are working. So that was it for this. Jerome remembered or learned from past Rome that he never finished filming that he's got the 40 amp fuse in there now on the one main power, and then also has the high amperage fuse for all of it, for the whole system. So hit the power probe up, got our little guy in there. All you didn't have to do was just hit your power probe, add the power to what needs to be your signal to turn on, and fans turn on. Everything's clamped down and both fans are working. It was a easy step process, not that hard. I really like the idea of this little guy. It makes it simple. You don't have to buy like a expensive fan controller. It's kind of like a thermostat. All you do is you just buy the temperature that you need it at. It's like $50. Comes with a relay, all the wire. Besides like whatever comes from your fan, you're gonna have to wire that and find that yourself and buy plugs. But it works. So now we're gonna toss it back over to Past Rome. And that concludes this video. Thank you guys for tuning in. On the next one, we'll be taking the gas tank out and flushing that out. Pontiac, I don't know how much more work that thing needs, but that one is going up for sale. So if any of you guys watching here on YouTube and or over on the Instagram, hit me up if you are looking for a 1976 Pontiac Trans Am. It's got amazing body, runs and drives with the original motor, original transmission. Car is fully original, interior, everything is original. Car needs paint, a front and rear bumper, and it's got all the chrome pieces to put on and around it. So it's a really good deal. I would recommend. We're starting to ask price like eight grand. So, but we're open for negotiation. So if you guys are interested, hit us up. And if you want to stay tuned for future videos, hit that subscribe button, even though I don't think it does anything. but at least like the video. If you liked it, list down more things that you want to see. We got a bunch of old cars here, and I'm going to go get the drift car next week. So there will be more content on the drift car. So stay tuned for that. Really stoked with the new change of direction of life that we're going on. It's going to be a journey, and just you wait to know what all we are about to be in for. It's going to be a lot of work. It's going to be a lot of days not off, but it'll be worth it. At least I hope. So I'm excited. I'm stoked. We're going to be doing a lot. And then hopefully too, we can get back to driving because driving's so fun. But if you guys want to see all of that, make sure you just keep up. I'll see you on the next one. Deuces.